Hello, this is Todd Luck, and I am very pleased to be finally bringing you a review of Beyond the Farthest Star, Warriors of Xandar, number 3 from American Mythology. This is part of their Edgar Rice Burroughs universe line of comics, and of course, Edgar Rice Burroughs is the creator of Tarzan and John Carter, and American Mythology puts out comics of his lesser-known works. And this has been a huge week because not only did we get Beyond the Farthest Star number 3 starring Victory Harbin, who is the new heroine that's in the novels currently being put out by Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated, but we also got the sister title to this comic book, Pellucidar Across Savage Seas, starring Victory's mom, Gretchen von Harbin, which is also on issue 3. And we also got Monster Men Isle of Terror number 1, and we also got Beyond the Farthest Star Chronicles, and this one is actually a reprint comic. One thing to note that all 3 of the new comics that came out this week are written by Mike Wolfer. Mike Wolfer was the editor at American Mythology, and he also wrote the Edgar Rice Burroughs comics and did a lot of other things at the company. He's no longer with American Mythology. He's now working for Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated. He writes their Jane Porter comics. He also does a lot of other stuff over there. Due to the way comic books work, he did the scripts before he left, and now the comics are coming out. But just keep that in mind that he is no longer with the company, and that these three series are going to be his final work for American Mythology. And so I'm going to be doing a review of each of these issues individually, and the plan is to upload them all today. And so I'll try to keep these short and sweet and try not to repeat myself too much. So let's start with the cover by interior artist Alessandro Rinaldi. And at first I thought this cover was too simple, but it's really grown on me. And it's amazing how much you can say without drawing a whole lot. And I think it's the thought that goes into it that makes it work. And so, just with her from the neck up, we can tell she's a science fiction heroine. We can tell that this is a science fiction comic. And, and we get kind of the emotion of what's going on. We can tell she's being very somber. We can tell this guy is in real distress. He's being disintegrated or something horrible is happening to him, right? And it is intriguing. This really reminds me of just a classic science fiction cover. This is like something I would expect on like a Buck Rogers comic or something, right? And that's kind of the excitement of this series, is to be able to get a classic hero like that from the beginning, right? Victory Harbin is kind of like, reading the early novels of John Carter or the early stories of Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon or something. You're getting in on the ground floor of a science fiction epic. This comic has been delayed for several months, but I'm glad to say that it doesn't look like it was rushed out the door. The artwork on the interior is still wonderful. The action is really kinetic and really great. And the scenes where the characters are talking are very well rendered. I love their faces. I love how expressive the artwork is. It's just really great. And it's also beautifully colored. It's just a nice looking comic overall. And the writing continues to be excellent. It really does capture the feeling of Burroughs' planetary heroes like John Carter, and it follows Victory as she gets embroiled in conflicts on this alien planet, and we learn more about her alien companions. Her and Tyla get to kick some butt. Her alien pet companion, Hucklebuck, gets a lot of play in this issue. And it's just a really great, fun story, and it is part of a mini-series, and it is serialized, so you're probably going to want the first couple issues, but even if you just pick up this one, I think you'll get something out of it. It's just a really enjoyable read. And so yes, I do highly recommend Beyond the Farthest Star, Warriors of Xandar, and I highly look forward to the final issue, issue 4, when it comes out in 2023. Not just kidding. Kidding, guys. It's actually been solicited for May 4th. So that's only about a month away. So I definitely look forward to it. And I'm really, really glad that American Mythology is getting back on track and getting these books out. All right. I've got the reviews of the other titles coming. Like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see ya.